That's because she could have been a boy or a girl and nobody would have cared. She was the Green Lion pilot. So for the people who are hoping that I was going to care about this reveal, especially since I didn't care about the Korra reveal, I'm actually going to regard this similar to the Korra reveal. Because it's not like it affects the story that much. Her backstory's still awesome. She could have been a boy, she could have been a girl, and it would have been fine. I think people wanted me to just talk about it because she's a girl! And the original one wasn't. Honestly, guys, I watched that series as a kid and thought Pidge was a girl. No, that's true. I thought Pidge was a girl. Because everybody had such deep and brawny voices. And then you had Pidge who talked like this! Oh crap, my ears are gonna pop. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I thought Pidge was a girl.
Okay.
So, yeah, the reveal just didn't do much for me. Oh, hi Jabu Jabu's belly. We're back.
We're back in Jabu Jabu's belly.
So now that I pissed off even more people, go see Voltron Legendary Defender. I think you guys will like it. And I'll get this Yahoo to watch it. Somehow. We'll make it work.
Somehow. We'll see.
Well, you liked Avatar.
Yeah, I know. Whoa!
You like Avatar, you like Power Rangers. This is gonna hit those notes really well. I honestly have a feeling you'll like it. I think another thing especially that you will like is that they did bring in Princess Allura again. Now, here's the thing. After a while, Princess Allura becomes a Voltron pilot. This time around, they decided to keep her as a guardian of the castle, so to speak. And before people start screaming at me, damsel in distress, fuck you, that's not how it works. It's weird. The castle's defenses and things like that are tied to her race's DNA and royal line. So she actually has to be in the castle to activate the castle shield and weapons. So instead, they basically made her kind of like, they gave her a lion, but it's the castle. And I actually like that idea. I really do. I think that's a great idea because that makes, the premise of that makes sense. Not because she's a princess and therefore a lady in waiting, it's because everything is tied to her as the final say.
Right.
That makes sense. You want to fire the cannons? Only the royal bloodline can say that you can fire the cannons. I like that. And for no other reason, I love the intro of Voltron. That's great. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about Voltron. But that's also my Gundam update. I'm like 38 to 40 episodes in. I hopefully will finish it by the time we actually get to either finishing Dot Hack Quarantine or whatever comes next. I don't know. It's going to be weird not having a Dot Hack to be able to do anime updates with.
Yeah.
I already did my update on Dot Hack Quantum, so I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. Moving on. Well, now that we pissed people off for 2 straight episodes, how do you feel about that, Alex?
I feel it's a record. The Hanged Man.
No wonder we aren't getting subscribers on this channel.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where guys, like, people have actually pointed out, you guys don't really do anything with the channel. It's because we were busy for most of the year beefing up our own. So at that point, I could already tell you that I've got some plans in motion. Awesome plans and motions to be able to get things updated on this channel so that people can appreciate that. Because, frankly, I think this channel has more content than both of our channels combined.
Yeah.
It's got like 800 videos now. We're coming up on 1,000 videos, people.
Demon Man.
1,000 videos. We might actually do like a little trailer after the 1,000 videos to say thank you guys. But, yeah, my excuse, I can't speak for Alex. Alex has like 200 subscribers, so he's obviously been working on his channel, plus X2 when the copyright strike came up. Mine, it's just been, I've been trying to beef up my lineup on my channel and give you guys something to watch. Which, originally, my channel didn't have that. But now we're gonna focus a little bit more on Drak and Shadow, because we do love this channel too.
We do. We do.
It's true. It's damn true. Yes, it is. But yeah, we do have some updates as well as a couple of other awesome things that might be coming down the pike. No movies. Sorry, guys. I think our next movie is like November, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought there's nothing for August, September.
August was Suicide Squad.
All right.
And that was it for us. And we did our review, and people are kind of 50-50 about it, and you know what? I'm happy about that. Except you Nostalrius people, you guys can fuck off. I really don't have respect for the Nostalrius people. Not with the way I got treated. So you guys can hate me all you want. That's fine. I hate you too. Moving on. You guys didn't see it, but I totally basically did kiss my ass. Yeah, the next thing we have is in November. It's Doctor Strange. Yeah, we have Doctor Strange, we have Fantastic Beasts, and then Rogue One.
And where to find them.
And I think Rogue One's going to be a Geek News review. So
possibly.
Well, we did Force Awakens.
Right.
So I have a feeling we'll do that too. Oh, such hatred. But you want to know why all that hatred doesn't bother me, Alex? It's because I'm pretty sure a bunch of that hatred is not going to be directed at us from actual subscribers.
Of course not. Just people who casually find the
we
video.
have awesome communities that flock around us. In fact, I even heard, like, 2 months later, somebody actually did, like, get engaged with other Nostalrius people for my treatment. And I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not going to tell you guys to do that, but I thought that was... I did appreciate that. Yeah, please don't feed the trolls, people. I had to learn that the hard way. Don't feed the trolls. And strangely enough, Alex wanted me to feed the damn trolls.
I didn't tell you to feed the trolls.
Well, not then, but you baited me in a previous video to do that.
What video? What did I
The
tell
last video!
What did I tell you to do?
You brought up Nostalrius.
I guess we would be in two-part whatever.
Yeah, we're pretty much into that part. We're technically into part 3.
Because we're probably been
in case people don't get this, and I actually have come across a couple comments that don't get this. We record this in bulk.
Yeah, we do.
So that we can put up like a couple of episodes at once, so that we can focus on other things. Because we like putting out a bunch of stuff for you guys. Because we love you.
We also record these over one single session. We don't like pause the recording every 20 minutes.
No, we do it all in one. Which I know a lot of people have suggested we go into the Game Grumps format.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 50-50 about that, because I get where they're coming from, where that would be a good idea. But at the same time, we could time it out, but then we'd be even more of a Game Grumps clone than we want to be.
Yeah, I think our format is just fine.
Yeah.
I don't really see the need to shorten or lengthen our videos except for special occasions.
Yeah. Now, granted, we still listen to you guys.
Yes.
We do. So if you guys think otherwise, then, and if enough of you tell us to do that, then yeah, we would move over to a format similar to it. I'm not saying that we do, because Game Grumps does like 10 to 15 minute videos.
Mm-hmm.
We are aiming for more like 25.
Usually 25.
20 to 25. Unless it's like an ending episode, then it'll go into 30 kind of thing. Mainly because I think that gives us enough time to cover as much content as we need to, as well as allows for us to be ourselves, kind of thing. Because I have a feeling if we were on a timer, we would be more focused on the timer than we would on the conversation. Because it'd be like, oh, well, can I put my thought in this video before this timer goes off?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not how we operate.
It's just, it's not how we do things.
Nope.
We do things a little differently here in the Johto League.
Although people have brought up the idea that, maybe we would have more videos if we went down to like a 15-minute format.
Yeah, we would, but...
Yeah, but the problem is that with RPGs and stuff like that, that's more parts.
Yeah, and then it just takes longer, too.
Yeah, I don't... We do 25 minutes for another reason, and that's just because I don't want to have 100-part Let's Plays. I've seen a couple of other popular Let's Players do that, and it's kind of annoying to me. Like, for example, I'm never picking up Pokemon Fire Red from the Game Grumps, and the main reason I'm not is because 119 parts.
Yeah.
It's a lot to go through. Although technically, we're actually almost getting ready to break a record on Drak and Shadow, because our longest running LP was Sonic 06 with 40 parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the next time that we record Banjo-Tooie, we will surpass that.
Wow.
Banjo-Tooie will be the longest running LP on the channel.
The others.
And most of that will be because Andrea and Alex tend to argue on how things get done.
It's true. It's a big game, and
Somebody actually made the joke, just like, welcome to the Banjo-Tooie Let's Play, where Andrea just basically makes Alex hand over the controller. Which is pretty much what happens, because we...
But I refuse most of the time.
No, that she basically holds your ear and gets the controller from you. Because...
Get over
I
here,
don't
you
think...
bitch!
Nothing against Andrea, but I don't think we ever get things done to her satisfaction. Like, she goes out and does all this homework for it, and we never do it to her satisfaction.
Damn it, Mistral.
And that's fine. Andrea can play games how she wants. Alex plays games how he wants, obviously.
Fuck! Fuck!
And...
Pieces of shit! Fucking bullshit!
You okay, James? We're gonna magic cut while we get back.
At least I saved
Yes.
before going into that dungeon.
We're gonna magic cut, though. Okay. Welcome back. We had a little run-in with death. And Alex had to go rage the Rage of 1,000 Rages.
Thank God I saved. Thank God I saved before coming into this dungeon.
It's like the old programming joke goes, Jesus saves. Have you never heard that joke before?
No, I don't think so. Neptune Medusa.
Let's see if I can actually tell it.
Did I already hit? Where's the other little thing? Okay, we got it. Good.
It's been a while since I told the joke, but let's see if I can actually do it. So, Jesus and Satan have gone through numerous confrontations and contests to be able to prove who's the better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, then Satan comes up with the idea. He goes over to God and says, I want to challenge Jesus to a programming contest. Whoever can write the best program wins. Okay, so God says, all right, well, let's just go ahead and do it. You guys go ahead and create this program. 3, 2, 1, go. So they start going off on it, and Satan's got like the greatest idea for a program ever, and he's continuing to write it. He's awesome about it. He's got all of the scripts taken care of. All the tags are in there, and then all of a sudden, boom, power goes out. And Satan is freaking out, but Jesus is kind of sitting there all patient. And then the power comes back on. Satan has lost it, but Jesus wins the battle. And so Satan goes up to God and says, why on earth does Jesus win again? We both had the power lost. We both lost of our stuff. And he said, what can I say? Jesus saves. I probably murdered the joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Banished Blade.
This is like an old programmer's joke. I've only heard it because, well, I lived with 2 programmers.
I don't want to come this way.
So right now we're basically crossing our fingers that we can get through the remainder of the dungeon. I don't know, Alex, are we gonna have issues?
I don't know. Might.
So what were we talking about last time? Oh yeah, we were talking about how we offended everybody with our last 2 to 3 episodes.
Yeah, we really have.
Because that's what happened, people. I've offended the Nostalrius people again. Well, I wish I could tell you that I cared.
We could continue,
I wish I could tell you, but I don't.
let's see,
We offended cat lovers and dog lovers. So there's that potential crowd.
Freemasons run the country!
What was that?
Freemasons run the country!
So now we've offended the conspiracy nuts. Nice work, Alex. We offended gamers, we offended anime fans, we offended all the people that are not going to be happy that I didn't like the whole Voltron reveal, and numerous other things. You know that some new person is coming into these parts and just be like, what on earth do these guys do aside from offend people? Well, we try not to offend
Can
people.
you stop getting charred for 3 fucking seconds?
Except when Alice is in a really bad mood. That's the sad part, is that this entire recording session, I think we just both woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and therefore we don't care. But Drak, you haven't cared since this entire Let's Play started! Well, that's beside the point.
Well, that much is true.
And I haven't, but hear me out. No, it's just, I apparently, when we start up Dot Hack Quarantine, I don't know, we've broken the world enough times that it broke Drak. And therefore he doesn't care about who he offends now.
Virus core J.
Oh good, a J core that we might need later, who knows.
Possibly. I tried to overget what I needed. I hope it worked. I hope I can do math. I don't know. Because I'm a writer, and writers can't do math.
I don't know, dude, can you math properly?
I don't know.
You at least took college level math, right?
Yeah, and I barely passed them.
You and me both, brother.
The only reason I passed my second actually it was probably more like my third. The only reason I got through that one college math course was because the teacher gave us an open book practice test and let it count towards our grade.
Nice.
So that's the only reason I passed that, because I tanked my math final.
See, my problem is that I get horrible test anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And so the problem is that my college's policy on it is that when they give you the final test, if you get so many wrong on the final test, you instantly go to a D,
right,
regardless of how well you did in the class. So I actually had to take that class 3 times.
Wow.
The reason being is because I failed the final test on those. And I think when I passed it, I passed with just barely. But like, this teacher understood the problem. And like, I wish I could remember his name to be able to tell it on the podcast, but it was a couple of years, or on the show, but it was a couple of years ago. This guy went out of his way to work with me to try and fix the test anxiety. Like, every time we did a quiz in the class, he actually took time with me to be able to say, okay, so I can see where your test anxiety kind of kicked in the test, because you were doing really, really well up until question 20 or something like that.
Right.
And then you started failing, or then you started making mistakes. Because that's my problem, is that it's not that I completely forget everything that I've learned, it's that I make tons of mistakes throughout it. And so that's why I was failing on it. But I think I barely got the minimum that you could miss, and then I still passed the class.
Very nice.
But it's one of those things that, funniest thing, I never had when I was a kid, and now I have horribly whenever there's a test of any kind. Even open book tests, I have test anxiety. And for people who are wanting me to explain it, your guess is as good as mine, buddy. I have no idea why it happens. It's just all of a sudden I realize that I'm in a test and my brain just flips out. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm on a test! Do I remember everything that I learned? Like, well, but that was math. I bet it doesn't happen to you in English. No, it did actually happen to me in English. I have proof that it happened to me in English somewhere. I had one of those essay tests where you had to go like create a story.
Right.
And like halfway into it, it's just a bunch of like spelling errors and is it quotation error? You know what I mean? Like the apostrophes and stuff like that. A bunch of errors that you wouldn't have made unless you were in grade school.
By the way, elemental hit.
Elemental hit! And the mental hit, baby, because I'm Dusty Rhodes and I'm a super genius. I'm better than the Macho Man Randy Savage because I'm Dusty Rhodes. That's what I do. Shit, Macho Man, nobody, and I mean nobody here, ever beats the Macho Man.
Whew,
I'm sorry,
130
Macho Man
experience.
Randy Savage. I can't do that because I'm Dusty Rhodes. I'm the American Dream. I'm a son of a plumber, and that's the way that it goes. And you're just gonna have to deal with that. No, my friend. No, yeah. You're gonna have to deal with the Macho Man in that regard. This year at WrestleMania. I officially took this to a new level, and Alex is pissed off. I'm actually kind of surprised you're pissed off because you got more Macho Man out of it.
I'm not pissed off. I don't know what to say.
I'm actually having like a wrestling monologue in my head. But yeah, in that test, I made a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't even do in grade school. Like putting your apostrophe in the middle of a dang word kind of thing. I did that. And the teacher and me both just looked at each other and went, and we compared it to other assignments. I don't do it on regular assignments. It's like, do you have test anxiety or something? And at this point, I didn't know I had it. And so it was like, I guess. I never do this. It's like, yeah, we have proof you don't. Yes, you do. What do I do about it? That was literally the teacher's answer. Everybody deals with it differently. That's always comforting to go to your teacher, the person whom you trust to be able to help you get a good grade, and your teacher looks at you and goes,
Yeah.
That just instills so much confidence in you, right?
Right.
I just paid this much money to get tuition and get into this class with you.
Yeah, let's see. Status.
So we got a new weapon for her. Do we have up-to-date weapons for Mistral as well as as Kite? Oh yes, we have the Welcome to Die.
Prepare to die.
I want to call them Welcome to Die just because I want to do that line more. You killed my father. Prepare to die. See, if we do the Prepare to Die, then I have to talk about how Kite has a friend who's the Six-Fingered Man.
The Six-Fingered Man.
You don't by chance happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand, do you?
Do you always start conversations this way?
Does he respond yes?
No, he doesn't.
It's like mostly or something like that?
No, he doesn't. I don't think so. No.
A 6-fingered man killed my father.
I actually read the book that was based on.
Yeah.
I hated the book. It was like...
I remember being indifferent to the book. And liking the movie more. It's like the same thing happened. Funniest thing, like, again, we had you get the weirdest books read to you, or that you read in English classes.
I realized I need to save.
Yes, please save, please.
I might have already saved, but I'm gonna save again.
Yes, let's just cover the bases. The same thing happened to me when my class read The Education of Little Tree, and then I watched the movie. Whereas I was indifferent to the book, I was okay with the movie. I was okay with it.
Right.
For no other reason than it had, I can never remember his James Cromwell in it.
Ah, James Cromwell.
A.K.A. Zephram Cochrane. A.K.A. the president from Sum of All Fears. A.K.A. The guy who said, that'll do, pig, that'll do.
Pig.
A.K.A. I've never seen the live-action Babe.
You've never seen Babe?
Never have, never want to. Believe it or not, I actually get bothered by live-action movies that have the animals' mouths moving. That bugs me. Hideo Kojima powers activate! Sorry, I want to make sure that we hit our quota today. Sorry, you were going to ask why that bothers me?
Yeah.
I don't think I can explain it to you.
Too Uncanny Valley for you?
I think what goes on in my head is, like, if you're going to have them animate the mouths, you might as well just animate the whole damn thing. That's what goes through my... Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't like the new live-action Charlotte's Web. I like the original better. And I think it's, again, because if you're going to go through the trouble of CGing these characters so much, then why not just animate the damn thing? Like, make it all CG. That and, well, Julia Roberts.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Julia Roberts. Whereas, as people like to point out, apparently I'm not a fan of veteran women of Hollywood, period. And you might be right on that one.
So you don't even like Glenn Close, Meryl Streep.
Glenn I'm okay with. Hi Jabba Jabba's belly.